Hi, hello, welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. This is Monday Monk 90, and I remembered because I wrote it down, and now I don't know if you can see this. I just jotted it down on a sticky notepad, so now I can remember which episode I'm filming. We're on 90, 10 away from 100. Oh my gosh. Thank you everyone for spending a little time here with me during the week to check in and see how things are going in Monkland in general. You know, I am always open to suggestions. If you want me to do something else or cover something else, I'm interested. Let me know what that might be, and I'll see if maybe it might work for me to fit it in. So I'm going to cover what I usually cover, what I have covered for the last 89 of these of these films, of these tiny little snippets. How are things going in writing? How are things going with knitting? And how are things going in Monkland in general? So writing's going well. Nursery Crimes, I know I keep saying this, but it is almost all wrapped up and done. I have released the new covers for the Ordinary Magic series. They are bright, they are fun, they are very different than the covers that were on it before. If you want to take a look at them, I will put a link down below to where you can go see all the covers. They're on my website, basically, under the Ordinary Magic series. And I hope that some readers enjoy them. I'm enjoying them right now, and I certainly hope that readers are too. So that's some news in writing world. Also, I am trying to get my 2024 writing projects figured out, and I haven't done that yet. So that's going as expected, which is nowhere. So yeah, but basically writing's going well. I think I should have Nursery Crimes done this week. I thought I'd have it done this last week, but I got busy doing other things because this is sort of that time of year where I'm fitting a couple extra things into my schedule, like a little extra knitting and some things. And I have enjoyed some of the extra things I have been doing. I'll tell you about one of them in Monkland. So if you don't usually stay to the end, it's pretty fun to stay to the end. Okay, so writing's going well. Thank you. How is knitting going? Like I said, knitting is going well. We have the Jolly Pickle who was given away in this last newsletter, and the Bronto winner contacted me. Thank you, Bronto winner. I will get the Bronto headed your way. Fingers crossed it'll make it to you. That is an international shipping, so I do ship my toys international, so we'll see if this gets to where it's supposed to go. And then the pickle winner hasn't contacted me yet, so we'll see if the pickle has a home or not. And then I need to work on December's newsletter giveaway. And remember, my newsletters are usually at the end of the month. So by the end of the end of December, we should have another toy. Okay, so that's knitting. Oh, I'm also working on, like, I made a hat for our little grandbaby and, you know, things like that. Just some winter warm things I'm knitting. And so yeah, my next knitting project will be a toy and a little more winter type stuff. Okay, so then last, and I know I'm just zipping through this quick, but last is how are things going in Monkland? Good, thank you. I did a little patch painting in the house. I've been talking about this for probably the last year, where we had electricians come in and rewire our very old house with new lines, wires, and new electrical lines, new lights, because the house needed it really bad. But in order for them to do that, we have lath and plaster. So they had to, you know, bash out some holes in the walls, and we patched it all up. But there were a few rooms that needed repainting over those patch points. I'd gotten most of them, but it's a house, and I didn't catch every single spot. And so there are a few spots that needed some extra patch painting, and I have done some. I felt really good about that. Although I gotta fess up on myself here. So the paint for our living room, we had some patching that I needed to do on the ceiling area. I pulled out the paint, what's left of it in the basement. We have some of our, you know, leftover paints from projects down there. And I was hoping we had the living room paint because I remember we painted it a while ago. So I pull it out of the basement, and the paint had a date on it, and it was from 2006. 2006 is when we last painted our living room. Kind of good that we haven't tackled that project in a while because it's always such a big project. And kind of bad that maybe we should have updated the paint since then. I don't know. Anyways, I do want to repaint the whole living room. It is about time. Maybe this summer, we'll see. But I did find that paint, and I did use it to patch, and it doesn't exactly match because the aging process inside of a paint can and the aging process on a wall of a house are different, but it's so close you can't really tell unless I pointed it out to you and said, look, that's where the patch is. So I'm very happy about some of that, those tiny little projects getting off of my to-do list for good. But here's the fun thing. Now, this is the part where I said stay to the end. Here's a fun thing that we got to do just on Friday. We went to one of our local small theaters. It's called the Pinnacle Theater. It's in the west part of Salem, and it is a little tiny theater in the woods. It's celebrating its 70th year of being a theater next year. So it's 69 years it's been around. They've put on some amazing plays. I have never once gone to it. Shame on me. I just I love live theater, and I just forget to try to add it into my schedule, and I just am not fast enough to buy the tickets and that sort of thing. But we had a play coming into town that my husband and kids and I saw when we took a trip to London, and it was a magnificent play recommended to us by my friend Nina Creaky Hoffman. Nina, I don't know if you watch these videos, but you recommending this play had got me and my husband so into this, and our kids so into this play, that we have recommended it to anyone, that if they ever get a chance to watch it, go see it. And so when it came so close here in town, we got tickets, and we encouraged everyone we knew to get tickets to go see this. And when we attended on Friday, it was just about a sold out house, which is fantastic. I hope the theater does really well off of this play. So what play is it? It's called The Play That Goes Wrong. And it is hilarious. It is slapstick. It is very physical comedy, but the script is marvelous, and the stage is directing is marvelous, and the characters are outrageously fun. And our local actors who took on this project, someone said it was their most complicated show that they've ever put on, because there's a lot of interaction with the stage too. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes that has to happen to make the entire play work. But they all were magnificent. So, brava, Pinnacle Theater, you put on a great show of The Play That Goes Wrong. If that ever comes into any place where you can buy tickets, I highly, highly recommend it to you. It's worth a laugh, and it's good fun, and I hope you get to go see it sometime. We certainly did, and it was really fun. So that was a terrific evening out. Like I said, I've never been to Pinnacle Theater, that particular little theater in town, and now I'm going to go back a lot more because it was great. So yeah, that was a fun that we did. We also went out and got our Christmas tree, like old-fashioned Oregonians. We tromped out in the mud and the rain, like mud puddles. You had to walk your way. Like, I wore my galoshes, and it wasn't pouring. It was just sprinkling, but it was rainy. And we were on a gravel road with lots of mud puddles, and up at the tree farm. And what was really nice is they had hand saws and knee pads, because when you're kneeling down in the mud, it's nice to have something to kneel down on. And my husband was totally game to kneel in the mud and get the tree cut down. And so we have it. It's here, home. I hope that we'll get it put up here real soon, and get some lights on it, and then it'll feel cheery, and it'll feel very Yule time. I think what I love so much about this season is how dark and cold it is, and the days are very short. And then you can do something so cheery, like light a candle or put up a twinkly lights, and it feels like magic. It feels cozy, and it feels special, and it feels safe and warm. And you have this little light on the inside of your house where outside is all dark and gloomy. It's just so great. So I'm looking forward to that, having our tree up, so we have some pretty lights in the living room. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I wanted to make this one super short, and I think I did pretty good. It's about 9 minutes. I will try to do the next one maybe longer. I am open for suggestions, people. We're rolling up on 100. What do you want to do for the 100th? And also, what do you want to see me do differently or more? Like, I've suggested some things like knitting, doing a live knitting type thing, or I don't know, doing a question and answer thing. We could do something like that. I don't know. But I don't know. We could maybe get together and do something fun here. I would be totally on for that. Or if you want to see me do something other than what I'm doing here, or talk about something other than what I talk about here, I'm perfectly happy to do so. Let me know. And in the meantime, my dear friends, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your, maybe not as gloomy and dark and rainy outside as my day has been, but spending a little bit of your day here with me. I really do appreciate you. I'm surprised that people come by this channel just to hear me chatter about what's going on, but I'm really happy that you do. I like spending a little time here. So, and I'll try to get better at answering the comments. I do read them all. I think, oh, I'm going to answer that. And then I get off doing a million other things and I never get back an answer. But I'm going to try to answer comments more and be more available that way. So, yeah, that's it. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful, warm, cozy week. I'll see you next week. Bye.